Hi, Charlie with Air Assurance and your comfort team. What I'd like to do is take just a couple of minutes because this is the time of year when you can walk into the retail stores and see the large display of the carbon monoxide detectors. But there's a difference, and what I'd like to do is take just a couple of minutes to go through what some of the biggest differences are between some of the price points you'll see in which one you feel is best for your home. Let's take a look. And let's start here. No matter what options exist out there, having one of these alarms detectors within your home is truly better than not having any. Let's look at the options. And let's start by just taking a look simply at this carbon monoxide alarm. And there are a lot of variations in different models that look very similar to this one we're looking at. The one we've got in front of us ranges anywhere between $59 and $69. And here's what it features. Again, any alarm is better than no alarm. But this one right here, it needs to have exposure to 70 parts per million of carbon monoxide for at least an hour before it has an audible alarm. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to sit in the smallest amount of carbon monoxide, and certainly not for an hour before I know it's present. But it will register within 4 minutes if that exposure is at 400 parts per million. Now let's take a look at the next model. This one labeled the carbon monoxide monitor, and it offers 3 different levels of an alarm to indicate the level of exposure of carbon monoxide that it's detecting. So if you remember, on the previous model we looked at the lowest level, it will register 70 parts per million, and it needs to detect that for at least 60 minutes. The one we're looking at right in front of us will detect 15, as in 15, so 15 parts per million for 5 minutes will give its first alarm. And with this particular model, if it registers any carbon monoxide at 70 parts per million or higher, there is no delay. The moment it detects at least 70 parts per million, it gives the crisis level alarm immediately with no delay. So again, a very different feature versus the other one, where at 60 minutes it needs to register at least 70 parts per million, while this one gives no delay, and instantly, if you're at the level of 70 parts per million, is going off instantly. And like I had mentioned before, I would want to know even the very smallest amount of carbon monoxide present and know that it's existing. So again, with this model, the low level, it will detect at just 15 parts per million for 5 minutes and give that first sound of alarm. So big difference again in technology, and why the difference in price point. Let me describe. Here's kind of my comparison. So that first model we took a look at is like having a security camera. It's like if I came out in the morning and discovered my car door was open, I'm going to go straight to my video monitoring system and hopefully review what in the world had happened. It lets me know if there's a problem, but maybe after I'm already exposed to it. So the second option we looked at, to me, is still like having a security camera, but it's also like having somebody right there monitoring in real time. The moment an issue is occurring, it's letting me know. So again, some security is better than none, and it's just a matter of which one you prefer. The last piece I wanted to say is I think you can see now that there are some clear differences in the technology that exists within these alarms. But let me make this point and stress this point, that no matter which one you choose is right for your home, any functional and properly mounted carbon monoxide detector is better than none. So if you've got questions, we'd love to help. Give us a call here at Air Assurance. Thank you. Bye.